of National Ag Week finishing up right now. I'm going to give you a little sneak peek behind the scenes. Basically, this is a sketch that I did on paper and for my newest book, and I want to kind of show you how I take it from paper and make it into a character on the computer. So in this instance, I just basically took a picture of the character and I sent it to myself on the computer, and I'm working in Photoshop, and I'm just going to create layers, and I'm literally going to trace. And you can see how I take it from being oops, the pencil's the wrong color. So you can see how it goes from being a pencil and getting into digital. So all I am doing is I'm literally tracing. Where I'd done a doodle before, I am now coming back and doing this. And what I do is I blow it up real big like this because I don't want it to pixelate, so I want it to be as big as possible, and then when I make it normal size, then, because if you can see, this may not show up on the video, but when you have it really, really big, the lines are not even. They pixelate. So it's not showing up probably on the video like it would on my my 29-inch screen right here, but it does, and believe me, so that's why I want to blow it up as large as I can so that when it goes to normal size, then it's not going to be an issue. And you can see that with my character, it's just literally me tracing. Now we're doing her crazy hair. She's got a crazy mop of hair at the top of her head. And some cows do. Just like people, some have hair that goes down neatly on their head, and some don't. And that's where the term having a cowlick comes from, because sometimes it's hair that's turned up and looks like where a cow licks. Once again, tracing, tracing, tracing. Do that right. And on this, I am actually using my mouse. I'm not even using a stylus. I might do that in the future, but I kind of figure it would probably take me longer to figure that out than it would be to use the devil you know and move forward. So maybe in the future I'll learn how to draw with a stylus on the computer, but that's probably not going to be today. And if I erase the back, that's what you're left with. So now I'm gonna just continue and finish. Finish her face here. Interesting fact, cows don't have top teeth. They have what's called a dental pad, and they have these sharp teeth in front that clip the grass against that dental pad, and then grind it up in the back of the molars like what ours do. So I went over there, so I need to erase that. So you might notice in my drawing, I've got this little grass sticking out of her mouth. And I'm going to do layers. So the cow's going to be one layer, and then that extra grass is going to be a different layer. And anyone who has spent any time around cows know that they always have grass hanging out of their mouth. As someone who has photographed a whole bunch of cows, that is a universal thing. There's always some grass hanging out of their mouth. And now I'm drawing her hip bones. And this is her tail switch. Part of the beauty of doing illustrations for a children's book is the freedom that everything doesn't have to be photorealistic. I can do quite a bit of interpretation. Messed that up. That's the bad thing about drawing with a mouse, is it doesn't respond quite exactly the same way as a pencil would. once again, one day I will probably learn how to draw with a stylus. But like I said, that day is not today. And this front part here, the brisket, we're going to have her legs foreshortened because they're curled up underneath of her. And once again, this is a first draft. I may start working with the cover and decide that I need to do differently. And there we have it. There she is. And let's do a little bit of play and let's give her some pretty blue eyes. Now, of course, well, actually, you know what? Let's go for realistic. Cows don't have blue eyes. Cows have brown eyes. So let's look for some brown. And what I'm doing is I'm looking for a color. So I'm on the color wheel here, looking. We'll have pretty hazel eye. How's that? But that's just all iris, and she needs pupil. And pupil is black. So we're going to have to go in and do the pupil. Now you can see her, she's starting to come alive. Then we back up. See how she looks. And already she's starting to look better. She's starting to look like her eyes are coming into being. So ooh, that didn't work. I see what happened. We had a little speck right here that doesn't connect. So now what I'm doing is get that color back. And we're gonna fill that in. And that is just kind of a roughed out start to how my character is looking. Stay tuned, and I'll give you